Good evening, everybody. My life started with an ovarian lottery. An ovarian lottery that gave me the privilege of studying at an IIT, an IIM, and then a banking career with an MNC bank across 50 countries spanning 25 years. But it was this thought of that ovarian lottery that eventually got me to switch to the social sector. So 10 years ago, I came back to India and joined one of the biggest institutions working in education in the country. During those 4 years, I got to work across the length and breadth of this country. Traveling to some of the deepest corners, I got to see thousands of amazing people and organizations doing amazing work in making the world a better place for the least privileged and the most downtrodden. What became obvious to us was that this sector has a serious lack of leadership and management talent. Management talent that can design interventions and build organizations to create and sustain impact at population scale. All of you know, through top institutions like the IIMs, India has produced a cadre of business management professionals who've built a reputation for leading and scaling large businesses not only in India but globally. Imagine if we could build a world-class institute of management dedicated to the social sector, a cadre of development management professionals who go on to lead and scale the impact of social purpose organizations and pull out millions from poverty, depravity, and abuse. With this in mind, along with Gaurav Shah and Suparna Divakar, who were my colleagues at that time, as well as a friend from my IIM days, Sharad Agarwal, we set off to make this vision a reality and build the Indian School of Development Management, or ISDM as it's better known. So we imagined a program that draws on principles of development, principles of management, built on a bedrock of universal human values and ethics. We imagined a program that attracts bright youngsters to prepare and build impactful careers in the social sector. We imagined an institution that becomes a fountainhead of knowledge, developing the theories and frameworks for leading and managing social purpose organizations. And we imagined a cohort of passionate and capable leaders who will do for the social sector what the MBAs did for the world of business. And the Indian School of Development Management was born in January 2016, a first of its kind institution in the world that's dedicated to the social sector. There is no institution in the world that is dedicated to developing the domain of development management and working on the whole ecosystem of development management. Before we embarked on setting up ISDM, we talked to many experienced people and great minds in the country. The overwhelming feedback was that this is a crucial need, and it can have a multiplier impact on the billions of dollars that are spent on social change year after year. To give you a sense of those numbers, the private money spent on social change annually is rupees 80,000 crores. Add to that another 200,000 crores the government spends. While we hope that the work we are doing and development management will significantly multiply the impact of all this money that's being spent, even if it has a 1% improvement, that's a mind-boggling 2,800 crores of impact. Just to put that in context, the annual cost of ISDM is less than 10 crores a year. Imagine building the Harvard of development management in India. We have all it takes to do so. Besides the proof of concept which ISDM has done so far, we have the most complex context and laboratory in India. We have immense intellectual, social and economic capital in India to build the world's best institution right here. Coming to the students of ISDM, who are really the jewels in our crown, we have graduated 200 students over 3 batches, and every one of them is working in the social sector. We have students working in a range of social purpose organizations, from grassroots organizations to check writing organizations and from think tanks to implementing organizations. We also have students working in numerous government agencies across the country. And indeed, we have students who have chosen to become entrepreneurs. We have Swati, who has set up a domestic waste management company in Meerut. We have Vayona and Inder, who have set up Grey Shades, an organization working on empowering and making the lives of old people more meaningful. And we have Veda, who's working on Weaver Collectives in Telangana. When we started ISDM, we were no ones from nowhere, with no resources to consider building a world-class institution. However, at every step in our journey, it's amazing how many times the world has conspired to make things happen for us. This reminds me of Shah Rukh Khan's famous dialogue where he said, "अगर किसी चीज़ को दिल से चाहो, तो पूरी कायनात उसे तुमसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है." Thank you.